Good morning, Jonathan. It's so not your
Hola.
name.
Hola, Ricardo.
I was,
Oh,
I
wait a
was,
minute. You know what? I forgot. We're going to change it up. Hold on. Hold on.
oh, light change.
Oh. Ooh.
It's like,
Ooh, that's nice.
is it sunrise or sunset? That's a sunrise.
It's
That
quite
was
healing.
perfect because we were also changing up this song today. We are going back to
Edo. Edo.
Edo.
Yep.
Correct us if we're wrong. Many of you have suggested that we change it up and listen to a song where she's not going crazy, something a little bit more calm. I don't know what that experience would feel like.
Well, perfect lighting
I
for
know,
that.
that's what I was thinking. So that's what
I
we're going to
mean,
do today.
serendipity.
The name of the song is not Serendipity, it's Dignity. So good guess, though. It was very
Oh,
close.
man. I'm in tune today. I don't
You
know
are
what's going on.
absolutely in tune.
Yes, before we jump in, please, if you haven't already, hit like and subscribe and ring that bell so you always know what we're up to next, which is very important.
Also, please feel free to click on the link below. In the description, you can buy a coffee, 3 or 5, and even become a Thronely member to help support this page and reactions just like this. Doing so would give you exclusive access to our Sunday shorts, which are little reactions to videos you recommend on the back end, and it also gives you access to voting power and even selection of songs for our Thronely only events. All right.
Maybe I should utilize this light during the winter months because I'd get no sunlight for 5 months out of the year. I'm halfway through it. I'm starting to feel it. So this is,
Yeah, yesterday was rough though. Actually, even down here in Florida, it's like a balmy 77.
dude, shut up.
Hit a little just a little
Just
rain issue for a little bit, and then it was great.
you just play.
All right, here we go. So this is not live. There is a live version, and we may circle back to that. But I have to admit, I've been curious to hear her in the studio setting, which I think we haven't heard since the very first reaction that we did a while ago. And that just gives the artist some just different opportunities to perfect their vision and things like that. So I'm just curious what she does here.
Yeah.
And she does like this really wild anime videos as well. So here we go.
This is like Queen song.
I was thinking Jim Steinman a little bit.
Yeah, a little Jim.
All right, there's like
Wow.
10 interesting things happening just in the chord structure and melody already.
Let's see if I can break that down. There's a lot.
Yeah,
Which kind of sounds
give
like.
me a gist here.
So it's starting in D, doing the typical rundown to B. It goes to a G7.
Yeah,
And
and
then,
it just pulls you out of it a little bit.
and then what does it do? I got to hear it one more
Yeah,
time.
we'll go through another verse.
Yeah.
But to have that actually even early on in the song, usually that's maybe a one-time thing or later in the song with to evolve it, and it already happened twice in the first verse where they rotated that progression.
Right. Well, it's got to be a little off kilter to be Edo because I mean it's so pretty. Just like who is this? Because it's just so different than everything we've heard.
Yeah,
So
and you
it's got
can
to have a
hear
little bit of that angular.
her tone is a
stuff.
little bit more of a clear tone, obviously sweeping back and forth between the head voice, just keeping everything a little bit more gentle. Really interesting. Let me back it up a little bit. Keep going here. Now we're in a new space. Just realized there's lyrics too.
There she is.
Great belting tone there.
Yeah. Really interesting.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
have you heard that in any sort of current
Never.
pop song in the last decade or two?
No. This is what gives me life, is these type of songs. I just chop at the bit to listen to and try to break these down, because it's, when you have heard, I don't know how many songs I've heard, just so many in my lifetime, and I love it.
Right.
I love it, but it's a lot of, there's only so many chord progressions, so when you hear something that changes it up, it's always a welcome deviation.
And it flows. There's nothing jarring about it, and just the top line just kind of leads you into it. The lyrics, I'm trying to absorb a little bit. I don't know if you guys don't mind, maybe just in the comments, just a quick summary of what it's about. I'm slowly piecing it together, but as we've shared before in other reactions, trying to drink in the lyrics, the poetry, and this is a translated poetry on top of that, so it's going to be even a little bit rougher, nothing exact. The music's not simple enough. Her voice isn't boring enough.
There's too many things going on to take it all in.
To learn the lyrics right away. There's just like way too much to absorb. And her voice is always, so even when she's doing something heavier and getting grit in the growl and everything else, it's obviously more dramatic. We've seen her at just the dichotomy of what she's capable of. But this, all pretty much clear tone, is still constantly interesting because she's changing the air pressure, chest voice, head voice, the dynamics of loud to soft, touch of breathiness, and then she'll purposely lean on the brake to have a little bit of a cry mixed in. It's just constantly, like, just grabs you.
No, it's really cool to hear her sound so pretty, for lack of a better word, but
but she keeps you like guessing.
She has those moments. I use the word instability, and it's not instability in the sense of where she can't control it. It's a purposeful instability. This little,
there's a danger. There's a danger
to
there.
It. Yeah. I love that. I love that.
Love it. It's a high belt. Love the musicians she works with too.
I love it.
Little edgy.
That's Queen right there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let me go into this ending one more time. With the lyrics, I like, I'm again just kind of slowly taking it in. It's like she's challenging love, its capacity, its purpose, things like that, and just her relationship with what it means is my take on it. Not so much the anime, because I'm not. I can only absorb so much in a single pass.
I'm glad you caught some of the lyrics. I was so mesmerized by the chord changes, I couldn't see any of them. So,
yeah,
beautiful song.
It's funny how we listen to music similarly, but
also
very different. Yeah, and I think your musical knowledge, your perfect pitch, I'm sure plays a role in just your ability. There's a hierarchy in what you recognize first, because I don't hear the notes in terms of like a labeled awareness. So it's just more of like a feeling, a little more of a lay response. And then at the same time, I'm imagining just what's happening inside of her larynx. It's like, ooh, the cricothyroid's pulled there, and then it released, and then the vocal folds did this, and then, right? So it's just like, oh, it's interesting that it lifted up there and a pitch that went up, but then she allowed the swallowing muscles to release. It went down. That gave it a little bit of a darker tone. Like, my brain goes in that realm.
One approach is nerdier than the other. I'm going to let the audience decide which.
I don't think so.
No, not at all.
It's just so much to break down.
I love how just it's like the big bombastic 80s ballad, maybe late 70s, because it's got that sort of Queen thing where it's just no holds bar. You got the big solos, you got the harmonized solos, just the big beat, like the which
it's like fist in the air almost,
And I will always love that stuff because I just love the music of the past, and I love the 80s music, even the cheesy stuff, and stuff like this has the potential to go into cheeseland, but when it's with the right artist, it doesn't. There's like this cool irony to it.
Yes.
Because she's so just, you listen into the context of what she does, and it's just so avant-garde, and it's so all over the place, and it's just so delightfully mad. So when you add a song like this, which is like almost, it's ironically straight up the middle, in a funny way, and it's obviously with her voice.
Not with a humor way, but with the
but it just works, because if it was like somebody that's had a not as cool voice, it'd be like, okay, this has been done. But this is with her, it just works. It works so well.
Yes.
Yeah, give me more.
She's just got a vibe in everything she does. All right, let's hear going into this last breakdown here.
And actually, the chord progression too. Take it out of that. The chord progression definitely take it out of. I'm trying to think
just a traditional, like any sort of cheesiness whatsoever.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah.
It's great.
I mean, really, yeah. No, I'll amend my statement. That alone takes it out of just, when I look in your eyes, like that type of thing.
Yes. But it has those moments that are just like big and like bombastic is a great way to describe it.
I love it.
But her larynx is bombastic.
It is.
It is. In everything she does.
It's so, it's just got this awesome unpredictability to it, but it's it's unpredictable by design. It's not, she's not at the mercy of her lack of skills or coordination. It's
right.
No, I want to do this, and it creates such a cool dynamic with that, particularly in this song. I just love it. I mean, I love her in all the stuff she does.
But in the fact that she's able to, even just into her late teens, have already discovered this about herself artistically, and to take those risks, that unapologetic risks that she does musically, in just all of her choices. Just awesome. Thank you for recommending that, everybody. Yes. That was great. Please let us know where to go to next. We have several requests on the list already, so we'll try to prioritize accordingly. Johnny, great lighting. Just
And before you go, imagine yourself just basking in the glow of a warm sunset. The ocean lake making its sounds. You can hear the sounds of the seagulls.
I'm picturing happy mistakes and happy trees at the same time.
Yes. I like this lighting. We're going to keep it for a little bit.
Yes.
All right.
See you guys.
Later.